cheer. They are excited after a 10-win season. And these fans can't wait to get it started again. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He has a big play waiting to happen.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius as good as their...
There he goes. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Quickly out to the tight end. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make the run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys, too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Sategna. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Going to the run, it's Robinson. There's some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Man, he's got 45 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started. To the air, it's Mateer. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener. The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't fall over in your seats.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So West Virginia's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Hawkins from the gun on third down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Hard-hitting tackle. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now here's Hawkins. It's caught. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got his man on the right. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. The Mountaineers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Cook. Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
4th down, Hawkins. Fires into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Go, go. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go, ready.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Snags it over the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had two safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Cook. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And one thing we know about a Rich Rodriguez offense, it's about running the football. So you know what you need? You need a good running back.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads it left. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real time.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
This time he's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Robinson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. West Virginia uses the timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This
makes the catch, and he's free. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Michael Hawkins on the play action. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Flushed out of the pocket. First down and more. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, West Virginia. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Buys a little time with his feet. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Missouri State in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Now back to your game in Norman. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Mountaineers head coach. Coach is understandably frustrated right now. They brought this running back in for big-time performances like this, but he has struggled turning over the ball, trailing here in this game. They have got to get a more steady performance from their running back in this moment. See how he starts the second half, and I'll keep you posted down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Breaks the tackle. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Mountaineers are marching down the field. Now here's Michael Hawkins. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Michael Hawkins grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And they can't make the play on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll field it close to the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage.
Turning it on! They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Throwing, Hawkins.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Hawkins from the gun on third down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Cook. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. As we head into the 4th quarter, both teams hoping to rely on the running game. Here's how the two backs stack up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. The quick out. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the gun on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline, developing situation down here with their running back. He has struggled to hold on to the ball today, and trailing in this game late, we'll see if the coaches continue to trust him. They do have...
And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hawkins, the safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Run the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline, things are starting to get pretty emotional. As you know, this head coach coaching for his home team, his first game is
open field on the right. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Sooners!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the West Virginia sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Michael Hawkins rushes on him, and it's a sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Hawkins from the gun on third down. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. We got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Here's Xavier Robinson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. West Virginia uses the timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. West Virginia starts this drive and the offense looks ready to go. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Finds a tight end. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Hawkins to throw for it on fourth. Here's a heat. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline. This is so fun to watch these guys hype up their wide receiver. Every time they come off the field, there is yet another celebration. He has been an incredible downfield target, over 160 yards receiving, and he continues to eat the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game. You just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Unloads quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you get...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown Sooners. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
The old coaching cliche, go player no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.